Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 17 of Crusader Kings 2 with the Monks and Mystics DLC. We're just going around at the moment trying to make as many tributaries as we can so we can get some extra money coming in. There's a few places that we would like to try and pick on. I don't think we fabricated against Wessex. We fabricated against, we fabricated against Huis. Who don't we have currently as a tributary? We don't have you. We don't have you. We could probably do with both of you. So if we were to declare a war on you, a duchy would come in and a chiefdom, neither of which I'm particularly bothered about. So let's go ahead and send that war declaration. We'll actually call in a few of our allies this time around. Now, we do have a potential attack coming in from an adventurer in a couple of years' time. So we do have to be a little bit careful because we want to make sure that we've got enough men to defend against that if it does indeed happen. So we've got our army together. We can probably easily go ahead and stomp these guys. That was quite a nice win. You're going back to Norfolk, so we'll jump in there. And we'll just keep going around and kicking them wherever we can. And we'll, yeah, we'll go back over here. And then we'll just try and siege out. We're already at 32%. I think we've stack wiped them. We've got a claim down here, which is fantastic. So we could go ahead and move you somewhere else. I might even move you down to Wessex, actually. So let's go ahead and see if you can start fabricating a claim down there. So this is what we're trying to do now. Tributaries are good, but it's also good if we can take more land for ourselves. Start to take enough land so that we could actually form the Kingdom of England. We'll need to create a few more duchies. Still only create one title at the moment. So we'll keep sieging out here. Let's have a quick look at the... what do I want to look at? I want to look at this. I want to look at... not the counties. I want to go up. De jure. Petty Kingdom. Kingdom of England. Create. We only control 40%. So we need 40% of its land. Okay. We will get there. This is why we're starting to take more land around, so. Now then, looks like we're 1 year away from that adventurer coming around, so we do need to keep our eye on that. Capture and sacrifice a powerful ruler. Do we have another one in the prison? Intrigue, prisoners. You are not a ruler. Who could we perhaps capture? Not ourselves. Is anybody ruling here that we don't particularly want to have ruling? You. Let's go ahead and attempt to abduct you. So let's work on that. Hopefully it'll be relatively successful. Still got all these like Vikings coming in. They're not having much luck, but we'll have to be patient. We have a child that lacks an education focus, which is our son. Again, we do like going for Marshall. Tends to be useful. Right, we're at 47% on this war. We'll keep sieging. They've only got like 77 men roaming around, so they're not really going to do an awful lot. No, just be patient. There's no huge rush. And then we've got a claim over here, and we've got a claim over here, so we will have to go and do these ones as quickly as we can. Try and take some additional land. Wow, they really are not having a lot of luck, are they? Right, 66%. What else do we have here? Right, we've already done the bishopric. We're now working on the town. You are my daughter. Let's go ahead and give you thrift, because that's usually what we go for. One thing I haven't had a look at with this ruler is how are people liking me? Not greatly, but there again, they don't all hate me either. It's better than I was expecting it to be, so that's fine. 97%. You could probably end this war by just going and crushing their army, to be honest. Unfortunately, they're rather quick. That's given us the 100% we need. Fantastic. So we'll offer peace, enforce demands. So they are now a tributary. So what I would like to do here is try and take Huis quickly if I can. Although, let's go ahead and disband the levy. We are expecting those adventurers on the 12th of January. So maybe we should wait a little before we use those claims. So there we go. We have the host. And where exactly is it? Oh, you've taken Mercia? What? Just call everybody in. They're all getting involved, but I can't even see where his armies are. Approve the scheme. And we've failed. So who are we being attacked by exactly? Keep approving that scheme. And we failed again. Yeah, apparently there's a host against us, but I can't see where they are. Will we fail? No, that's 3 times in a row we failed. What are the chances on that? What's the roll odds? And we have ourselves, or we need ourselves a new court chaplain. So again, off you go down to Rome. Yeah, so where exactly is this host? Approve the scheme. There is no man better. It increases the church's opinion of me. More pious than court chaplain Bishop Sexbold. Sure. Right, we finally captured her. So let's sacrifice her to Satan. That completes the mission, gives us the dark power. We don't have any war. Here he comes. Your infection has subsided and the wound looks clean. Fantastic. But we become cruel. Right, that's a lot of men. We are paused. Let's go ahead and raise the military and the vassal levies. Get as many people together as possible. We'll try and get them all together in Leicester. Should be relatively easy to deal with this. Your vassal has expressed her dissatisfaction with your choice of advisors. She claims she's more qualified than the majority of your council and would make an excellent marshal. This is my niece. No. We'll keep it as it is for now. Especially while we're in the middle of a host war. So this should go fairly well, hopefully. What's happened to all of my commanders again? Just going to put random people in. Random people with high marshal that aren't me. Try and avoid any more unnecessary injuries. Right, so let's get in there on this host and see if we can kill them off. And then we'll see if we can take some more land. And, we've captured somebody. Now, I don't think they actually have any land to capture. I think we can just get this from killing them. Yeah, 100% already. So, we'll go ahead and offer peace, enforce demands. That's that job done. Let's go ahead and lower the levies. Now, what we want to do is take Huis here. So, we will declare war on you to claim Gloucester. Now, you've got a couple of chiefdoms coming in to help you. I don't care about that. Because I think we've got the manpower. So let's get everybody together in Leicester if we can. We shouldn't get caught out. We should have enough people coming in to help us. Looks like we've got some sort of disease outbreak again. Oh, you were already assigned, were you? So put you in on the opposite side. Now we are at our domain limit, so we will have to give something away. Become patient, or somebody's become patient. I've got to that point in the game now where I've stopped reading everything properly, and I see the pop-ups and I'm just like, yeah, okay, click. And I don't always read everything through. I can usually spot which are the important ones and which are the not so important ones, so it's not that big an issue. He's got a lot of men around, actually. He's thinking about getting involved here, and he is getting involved there. So I'm going to go and get involved as well. Study organisation. Focus on the centre. Leading the centre is really... Well, I'm not leading the centre, am I? Morale defence. Well, study organisation gives us an organisation. Let's try that one. My wife is pregnant. What happened there? Yeah, the usual thing. So it gives us some free stuff. Capture and sacrifice a powerful ruler. We seem to keep getting the same one over and over again. Let's go ahead and kick some of you guys to the curb. We've pretty much got the maximum amount of war score that we can get from battles, so we're just going to have to siege something down. Do we have any powerful rulers in the prison? I think we've just basically executed everybody, so probably not. Yeah, we currently have no prisoners. So we'll have to try and capture somebody. What do we have? Anybody that we have somewhere that isn't related to us? You're not related to us, are you? So let's go ahead and attempt to abduct you. You are still landed, so it should count. It's my brother was doing something dishonourable, and he's changed his mind without me having to do anything, which is nice. Childlets and education focus, which is my cousin. We're not too bothered, but you're also female, so we'll just go ahead and give you thrift. Put forward a plan for... Yeah, okay. So we'll spend a little bit of gold. We might get some more tech. Gold for tech is always good. Monks from the nearby monastery have been stopping by to trade for supplies. So we can gain 20 piety and a 30% chance of gaining 1 learning. Did we? Yeah, we're actually up to 8 learning now. That's quite cool. Now, you're actually winning that siege up there, which I don't like. But that's not really going to help. Okay, approve that scheme. And they've managed to capture him already. So let's go ahead and sacrifice to Satan. And that gives us the dark power. Fantastic. So we're quickly progressing with our dark power gain. I have another son. Let's go back and put Bobby in again. Hopefully this time he won't die sickly as an infant. Hopefully get you further than that. So we've lost that siege up there. Screaming arrows again. Ah, it didn't work this time though. We actually lose some points. We didn't get injured or wounded from it though, which is good. Yeah, definitely got a disease outbreak or something going on here. Can we improve something in any of these? Castletown. Anything we can do to improve that tax income is well worth it. Oh, we're already words already at 100%. Let's go ahead and offer peace. We'll enforce our demands. And we will lower the levies. So, we need to give that piece of land away. So let's go ahead and look in the character finder again. You're my son, but you are an earl. It's just sort of reset. Why did that just suddenly lose itself? Search realm. There we go. You are a spy master. Who wouldn't be the worst person to give it to? Steward, an heir. Mind you, these guys are all going to say no. You are my newborn son. So sure, let's go ahead and grant you a landed title, and we'll make you the Count of Gloucester. So that makes that go away. 2 duchies now, Huis and Powys we could create. Loyal servants such as I surely deserve more recognition and rewards from time to time. It is widely known that you hold huge lands and many titles, and you are generous as you are wise. Perhaps you would consider granting this humble servant of the county of Northampton. She'd owe us a favour. It's just my niece. We'll just tell her to go and bugger off for the time being. We need to grab this place as well. Do we actually have that? Oh, we're not paused. On the obligation, call to arms against the King of Kent. Yep, we'll accept that. Mate, stay paused. Yeah, so you are a tributary. We also want to grab that land and possibly grab some of this down here. You guys are really getting your asses kicked down there. Let's go ahead and raise up the armies. There's like one guy in York. Let's get everybody over here in Northampton. There we go. Let's group them all together. And we're leading the centre again for some reason. We don't want to be doing that. It's bad form. Bad form all round. So let's go and march down here. There's a lot of disease outbreak, but we should be able to go and kill these guys off without too much of a problem. They don't actually have enough men to siege, so that war's a bit of a stalemate, really. Go kill them off down here. Unsiege this land. I think we're unsieging. Yeah, we're unsieging. The war has ended in a white peace. So we can just move you back to there, actually. That's my own land. Let's go ahead and disband you. Excellent. So, we have a claim over here. Gain some prestige. So if I were to go and... can I declare on you? Is not independent. Ah, no, of course it isn't, because I need to should be declaring the war on you yourself. So if we were to claim that, a random chieftain would come in and help. Your manpower is not as good as mine. So I think we're okay declaring on that. So we'll go ahead and make that claim. And again, we'll, of course, call in as many of our allies as we can. And we'll raise our own troops. We'll leave the vassal levies for the time being. Let's try and get everybody together in York. Everybody should honour this call. Hopefully we can get the war done quite quickly without too many issues. Okay, so we'll group you together again. I don't really want to be leading the centre. While I do have some skill, I'm a little bit worried about constantly getting killed. Let's move over here. Right, there's your army, is it? Let's go and meet you there in the middle. More tech gain, fantastic. We've got a dangerous faction. Lose some gold and our opinion changes. Yeah, that's fine. It's always worth spending a bit of money for opinion. It's a lot easier to get money than it is to get opinion. That's a lot of men. Luckily, they were already on fairly low morale. Just got a new random courtier. So let's just keep running them around and not giving them morale chance to recover. And hopefully we can get their numbers down significantly. Even more tech gain. Brilliant. They're not really losing many men here, because the problem is their morale drops so quickly, because we're not letting it recharge. Their morale drops so quickly that we're not really getting many men killed. We've got 100% though, because we've actually managed to capture the guy. So let's go ahead and offer peace. Enforce our demands. Fantastic. So that's over. So let's get you down here so we can disband. Now then, we've got an unlanded son. We've got another offerson. So let's go and grant you the landed title of not York, Amounderness. Include lower titles. Okay, that's that done, and we'll go and lower the levy. Weak claims can be pressed. We're not too bothered about those. Now we can create three duchies. But we just want to keep taking more land. We want to get this claim down here so we can start grabbing Wessex. Sure, let's go out and have some fun. Having indulged in at least 4 different kinds of exotic drugs, the last 3 days are a fiery haze in my mind. There was a woman with a forked tongue, a one-eyed dwarf, and many other wonderful freaks. Some of them might have even been real. And the tricks Daisha and I taught each other. 25% fertility, plus 10 sex appeal, and 100 dark power. Nice. What have you got here? Tear down their idols and steal wealth in the name of Satan. We can do that. That's always an easy mission. So we just want to desecrate the temple. Let's go ahead and do that. Preparations and plans. Yep. This is my niece who is trying to blackmail me. You want the council to have more power. I will not be blackmailed. So we have a revolt. And of course we want to call in all of the allies. This revolt will not last long. We've lost our marshal. Let's make sure we get one. You are a good marshal, but I do like having you leading troops. But you have lost an eye, so let's maybe not do that. We'll get you training troops there. Let's go ahead and raise our own military, and we'll get our vassals involved here as well. It is a defensive war, so that's good. Let's try and get everybody in Leicester. We might get a couple of little stacks jumped on here, but that is fine. Doesn't matter too much. As I and a group of my faithful make our way throughout the church in Furness, I spot a priest tending to their duties in the middle of the night. Knock him out from behind. They will make for a good sacrifice. Nice. 200 dark power. Navigating our way through the small church. I and my companions, that should really be my companions and I. My companions and I have entered the small room that goes for the inner sanctum. The room contains the sparsest possible honourings to the god and a scant few decorative idols and relics. The state of this place shows clearly the superiority of our cause. So we can take the dark power or the gold. Well, we'll take the dark power. We really don't need the gold. And we gain another 200 dark power there. So yeah, we've lost a couple of little battles here where some little stacks have been caught out along the way. But that doesn't matter too much because... And again, we really don't want to be leading the centre here. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some more commanders. At least one more. Wiglaf is the Chancellor. Let's go ahead and put you in there. As long as I've got people leading. I mean, I could go and lead myself, but it's always a very, very risky thing to do. So let's go ahead and use you guys. Let's go and march down there, because it looks like that's where a battle is going to go and take place. Again, more tech gain. Let's get you all in here. Now we've got all of our army together. Oh, that was unfortunate. Very unfortunate. There we go. Right, army, stay together. Group you all up. Okay. You're going down there to cause some problems. Luckily, though, you've sieged them out very, very quickly. So this is my court physician. She's published her book. Her ideas about how corrupted air emanates from rotting organic matter and cause different diseases have been received with much acclaim by scholars. So, and you... Oh, so we get 100 prestige. Nice. She becomes a renowned physician. Excellent. So really improving our court physician here. So let's go ahead and just keep trying to take out this army where we can. It's going to be a little bit tricky because it keeps roaming around. And we'll go over here and we'll start sieging out. Oh, so we've already got 100%. Don't need to siege out anything at all. So we'll go ahead and offer peace and boom, gone. It's that problem sorted. I do like it when these problems get sorted nice and quickly. We could do with our levies recovering a little bit. Do we have any more claims? Do we want to make any more tributaries? We could still make a lot of island tributaries. We're not making nearly as much money as we were, although we are still making decent money. We could go ahead and make Kent into a tributary. Apparently we cannot, because we don't have a CB. And apparently you're not independent either. You are under Essex. Interesting. Well, either way, we shall carry on trying to expand our territory, but we'll do that in the next video. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Crusader Kings 2. I'll see you in the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.